art of leading, that is the qualities of a leader, you mentioned that a good leader is the one who solves the problems of his follower. A few days ago you said that a good leader does not, stay too long or comment on the mistakes of his followers. I'd like to know if you have some more advice of what makes a good leader, since we're going out to be leaders of men for spiritual growth.
Appreciation of the good qualities of his followers. A man may have 99 bad qualities. If he has one which may be dug into him, that one appreciation of that one quality will encourage the man to multiply that value. And when a good quality starts to multiply, then I am one, may I be many. The world of good quality emerges from that one if it is allowed to emerge. An emergence of a good quality from the mouth of a superior will be like drawing the sprouting from the seed, from the shut-up seed. One sprout, and that sprout then develops into all the branches on all sides. The tree grows. So the appreciation of the good quality or good qualities of the followers inspire the followers to grow in all good. And it should be the policy again not to bring up the not good qualities. Qualities that are not good, we don't talk of. We don't talk of them. Because where is the time to dwell on the unwanted? All time should be used to dwell on the wanted ones. Don't bring in the weaknesses. Bring up the promising feature, good qualities. There is another value in this, that we for ourselves want to grow in good, and therefore we don't allow our heart and mind to be swarmed by anything that is not good. We bring to our mind that which is good, which is helpful for progress. We don't bring to our mind that which is unhealthy, which is not progressive, which is not elevating. Because whatever thought we allow to come in, on whatever aspect we dwell, that aspect influences our heart, because it comes in our heart. Our heart starts to radiate that, then that radiation develops into speech. So, if we start to talk of something low, our heart gets into that low color, and then it radiates into speech. Therefore, there is always a formula for a leader. Safety first. Safety first. We go by this motto. Safety first. We want to improve all those around us, but in our enthusiasm to improve the environment, we don't have to get into the mud that might be available there. Heart is so small and it must grow into all good, and therefore we don't purposely bring unhealthy thoughts, low sentiments. If someone has done bad, we know from where the bad comes. And therefore, we don't hold that emergence of bad from him. We hold that emergence of bad in him as originating from something that is foreign in him. Stress is foreign in a man. Stress is not he. Stress has come from outside, and from that stress is the negativity coming out. And therefore, we don't condemn a man for his mistake, for his negativity, for his failure, for his misunderstanding, because we know this is not he. This is something that has unduly associated itself with him. He is bliss. Life is bliss. Life is purity. Life is knowledge, intelligence, and therefore there is no place for misunderstanding, wrong feeling, negative emotions. There is no place for these negative things in anyone's life. And therefore, we don't condemn a man for if we see any such thing coming out from him. We just hold that these things are not coming from him, they are coming from stress. So by speaking that thing, he is more purified than before. For that we congratulate him. He has spoken out that bad thing or did that wrong thing, and he got rid of that stress. Now he'll be a better man. In this hope of him being better, even by acting in that negative way, he is better now. In this hope we take him, we deal with him. Safety first is we must save our heart and mind from any wrong, negative or mistaken action or thought of anybody else. It's very necessary. If we have heard, it was a mistake to hear, but we couldn't close the ear. It was a mistake. We shouldn't have heard, but the ears are very wide open like that. It's this. So we just... One very wise man said, he talks a lot, but I don't have to hear all the time what he says. Even if the ears are open, but we don't take what he says to our heart. And thereby, we don't bring that mud into our heart. It's very, very important. If someone has done some wrong, it is his karma. By thinking about that, we take it on ourselves and make it our karma then. What is the use? It's not necessary. And therefore, we always see some good in him. There is a story that Gurudev used to say sometimes. See, there was a saint somewhere, and all the time he was found to be so happy and so blissful and everything nice, and all the time he was saying so good things on him. And he was famous for not having spoken to anyone anything that is less than good. One mischievous man, there are lots of times, different varieties in society. He said, all right, let me see. So he invited the saint. He said, I'll invite him with me. with great paraphernalia of great devotion and all that. He went to him, he says, please grace our home by your presence. And the saint said, all right, yeah. And here he lived, and here was the saint, and he walked many paths in the morning, wanted to take the saint to his home from the ugliest path, dirty, nothing neat there, everything very filthy. And then he took him round there, and there was some cat overtaken by a car or something like that. And then he said, oh, what a horrible sight. And then the saint said that, look to the teeth, how neat they are. Shining pearl-like teeth, so neat and so pure. And that was it. He purposely made a remark to see, because the whole situation was so ugly, and how can the saint find anything good in that? And he said, oh, look at the pearl-like teeth. Neat. So even if the ugliest situation is presented, there would certainly be some point of good. We have our vision of bliss consciousness, purity. We are growing into the value towards celestial vision, like that. That is our progressive ideal of vision. So always we pick up something nice. Always our eyes go on, because the vision is not restricted to one point. It's so much wide vision. And there is anything, whatever is there, there will be some beautiful thing. We are moving in a relative world. One is relative to the other. And therefore, there will always be something to appreciate. There will always be something to appreciate. We bring that value which we can appreciate in our heart and mind. And that is our process of purification. If we bring the bad of the situation in our heart, we have clouded our heart. Some smoke has been created, some filth has been deposited. And then if we have not brought the filth in our heart, rejoicing, and we can only rejoice on something beautiful, so our vision is full of beauties, full of appreciations, full of happiness, joy, harmony. That is the vision of a knower of reality. He knows he is moving in the relative. Relative. And therefore, he will pick up what is useful to him. And the only useful thing is whatever good is there, that is useful to us. The good comes to our mind. The bad doesn't come to our mind. This is very, very important. Otherwise, we just get swamped by so many wrongs and so many this.